He's what we I think we've called a commentator character, right? where if you don't practice a whole lot,
yeah,
you got a Ken at least,
like
right?
Ken.
Yeah.
Just like jab Tatsu them into the corner and then Jinrai loop until you win.
Yeah, Ken is such a strong character. Has very blessed with some nice hitboxes on normals. That Stand Fierce, amazing active button, of course. So you'll probably see a lot of that drive rush into that. Here we go. Skorepeon going to start off with the Dhalsim now. So this is going to be kind of interesting. I'm curious if how much Chad knows about what distances to really like hit the long hurt boxes of Dhalsim. Something you kind of need to know in this matchup.
I love that the setup has all the skin colors as well. Like we're getting the classic Dhalsim and we're getting one of the off-meta colors for Ken as well. My man was scrolling through options 1 through 10 trying to make up their mind.
Okay, yeah, so far Chad's doing a good job of keeping it really patient and try to drive rush in, but you can't get too antsy. The more you lose your patience, the more you play in the Dhalsim's hand.
Yeah, and Scorp has already showed very clearly that they know how to stuff out those approaches from Ken. Really putting on a masterclass before doing exactly this, forcing the Kens to use their meter and just end up in burnout against a zoner, which just feels like a death sentence.
But it's not deterring Chad from going in. He's doing a good job, even in burnout, about pushing forward. Okay, there is the
Oh,
second
that's
drill.
not safe, my guy.
Yeah, on space drills, not going to do you any favor. He's got the drive gauge back, plus frames, respect it. Eats through the drive impact.
But now look, Chad already almost out of drive again. Not afraid to use that meter to its fullest.
Okay, I like the idea. Gonna spend it to keep in, but got a little bit overzealous. Scorpion able to jab out the pressure.
First round going to Scorp here, but I feel like Chad had a lot of good ideas.
Sure.
That early burnout ended up not being too bad that time around. And again, just going right into those drive rushes, not scared of using meter.
Yeah, one of the important things is that you keep fighting. As we're seeing Chad right here, already get the drive impact. You get some nice damage on top of that. And also, Dhalsim's knockdown, not quite the best. That teleport's not that quick for the invincibility-wise. But we're going to go right to the level 3 with the Shinyu Rappa.
Burning that nice and early. Honestly, if I'm Skorepeon, I almost feel relieved to have that happen so early. I'm not going to lie. Because, like, you still got a decent amount of life, and you have a huge meter advantage.
What a punish off the perfect parry. Of course, scaled, of course, but you do get the positioning. It's all about the corner, and that corner does lead to a win.
Ken notorious for that corner carry, and Chad knowing how to use it to its fullest. Great combo utilization and mix-ups in the corner. Finally getting around on the board, which is something that the Kens have not been able to do very well against Skorepeon today.
Yeah, and you see Chad, he's already starting to bait a lot of these options, and baits the level 3. This is going to be so huge for Chad.
The momentum shift off of that, but the throw. Good patience from Skorepeon, but Chad just jumping out, does not care. Look at that. Every time he gets stuffed out, he's like, okay, I'll drive rush again.
Yeah, honestly, the drive rush is working out. He's able to punish in, start his pressure, get his game going, and it gets him 1 on the board. ChadDrawsThings looking pretty nice. Skorepeon really keeping it competitive, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly could have gone either way there. Now, Skorepeon maybe slowing it down a little bit, but Chad just waiting for that opportunity to get the jump in. And all those plus frames, like it's 3 or 4 hits into these block strings, but Chad's finding the openings eventually.
Yeah, we're just taking a sit back here. You don't want to block too many crouch fierces from Dhalsim because they do take quite the grip of drive gauge. Chad once again burned out, but we've seen how this doesn't really deter him. He's going to Dragon Lash in. He's going to keep fighting.
Yeah, that's the thing. Instead of Drive Rush, now you have Dragon Lash. Let's be honest, it's the same move.
It's a discount way to get in, right?
Yeah.
You can still skip neutral.
That's the dollar store Drive Rush right there.
He's got his drive gauge back. He's done so much damage just off of these like small hit situations. Skorepeon have a hard time getting any footing going.
I feel like Skorepeon found the win condition with forcing those burnouts. It's just wasn't able to actually convert off of it in the end. Finally getting an opening there, but how much can you actually do with it? It's just been chip damage.
Yeah, Dhalsim, a character, wins by 1,000 cuts, but sometimes you might need to hit a little bit harder. So hopefully we can find a punish counter situation off these long limbs.
Yeah, you might need a few more of those cuts to happen all at once right now, because 1,000 cuts spaced over more than 99 seconds is not going to be enough for you.
Chad's so willing to spend all the meteor to drive rush or drive impact. There we go, Skorepeon getting the side switch. Just let Chad rest on his morals. Let him drive impact once, let him drive impact twice, and it does hit. Does not get the cinematic version, but he knows how to combo off of it. I guarantee
Yes, he does, and gets the reset with that grab. And now Skorepeon's back in the corner again with no wake-up DP to mix things up. It's just all defensive reads, and Chad is, look at that patience as well, recognizing the position that he's in. He can just wait this out.
Yeah, honestly, just back off. You have the life lead. You know, kind of play into your game plan, right?
This is starting to get scary. If Chad gets the opening, that CA is online. She's walking up slowly, but there you go, the chip damage. That's another thing about Ken, having that chip damage on what feels like your normals with those Jin Rise.
Excuse me? We're getting a switch not into the Honda, but into the Zangief?
Look.
Was not something I expected in this top 8.
I love myself some Zangief, but are you sure about that?
Hey, you know, if he's able to get a larger punish and he has more confidence, why not go for it? You know, this might be a Hail Mary, but we gotta try some things.
That's okay. See, he's just getting himself in. See, look how close he is to Ken now.
It's false confidence, right? You know, you get hit a little bit and you bring it all the way back.
Yeah, he's got a little extra life. Might as well use it.
Ooh, great lariat on the fireball too. That's, you know, maybe having the anti-fireball is going to be something that changes the tide.
I can't believe he just EX-DP'd there. That was so good from Chad, but you only have that option so many times. Skorepeon doing a really good job with these jump-ins. Triple jab, no lariat off of that. Kind of surprised to see that.
Yeah, probably not too confident in the combo, but there is a
there
drive
you go.
impact. Gonna go right into the throw, and that's the big hurt that I think we needed that he wasn't getting from Dhalsim.
This ain't modern Zangief. You get those SPDs, it's over.
And I'm kind of seeing it too, because how much Chad is willing to come to him, and also he's drive impacted in, and that helps Zangief's game plan.
This is a very stressful matchup for Ken, because the way to beat Zangief usually is to run away, but you play Ken, so you can't.
Okay.
There we go.
Fantastic.
Goes for the EX version.
Jumps in. I did not expect the cross up.
What? How did that even cross up?
Okay, Chad, once again, a level 3 on deck. Also going to give him some drive gauge coming back to him, so this is great. Probably going to use it to drive rush in.
Yeah, and there we go, yep. However, Scorp doing a really good job of realizing that when those throws are coming.
Also realizing the drive impact is coming because that's a well-timed jump. Now put it pretty even on the set count here.
Now Scorp with the CA. Let's see if you can do anything with it, or if Chad again. There
Wake
it
up,
is.
level 3.
Oh no,
he
the
jumped
jump!
just in time. Chad had the presence of mind to know what was coming.
Chad's so aware. That is huge in this set. Finally switching things around. Not able to get out for free, but not much damage off of it either. This is not looking good for Scorp.
Yeah, Scorp has to make some big call-outs here.
Speaking of big call-outs, what's the call going to be from Chad? No, another jump in from Scorpeon. Chad's just not punishing those.
Okay, we're to play it patiently. Got to play some foot.
Oh, that's not safe.
You got lucky. The second hit of lariat pushed Chad away enough.
That worked out so well for Scorp, but you only get maybe one more of those max. Finally, the jump in getting punished, and right again, great stuff with that defensive play from Skorepeon.
Yeah, at this point,
it.
My God, the ground game. Whether you be in the air or on the ground, Chad has it both covered. He's going to take it 3-1 pretty convincingly, I might add. You know, I don't hate the Zangief pick. It might need a little bit more time in the oven, but I guarantee if Scorp has big pockets like that, he's going to come back stronger.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I was a little doubtful on the Zangief swap. We were talking earlier on the first half of Top 8 about how Zangief pretty consistently considered to be one of, if not the worst character in the game.
Yeah, definitely on the lower end of the totem pole. But in a game like Street Fighter 6, it's not as detrimental as like older games, right?
Exactly.
Everybody has their sense of viability. Of course, there is tiers, but I think you can play who you want and still get relatively far.
Especially when we're not talking about top 8 of EVO, right?
No.
Like, once you get to top 8 of EVO, there is definitely some weakness to a character like Zangief that can get exploited a little bit more by those cream of the crop, best of the best players in the world. But when we're talking about locals